determinedly hanging on to his crown. Bob Andersen in this first semi-final with the first darts.
100.
And he faces the outsider of the semi-finalists, 25-year-old contract surveyor from Cambridge, Kevin Spiolek.
140.
Andersen, of course, the world #1. Absolutely flat out to ensure
100.
he drops no points in this event. But there's a long way to go, and young Spiolek here has been the spoiler.
60.
Bob really had a touch-and-go quarter-final against the courageous and very plucky Paul Reynolds from Huddersfield earlier today.
60.
Spiolek here created the surprise of the quarterfinals, taking out world match play or ex-world match play champion Mike Gregory. He's already beaten Bob Sneed as well, the Canadian #4 seed.
$100. 138. Bob requires 141. 59. Kevin requires 68.
For the first leg against the throw, 68 going. Right, just 2 fours, and that one audibly clipped the wire.
64. Bob requires 82.
2 ways of going, bull double 16 or treble 14 double top. 57 now going, and now tops.
62. Kevin requires 4.
He has given Spiolek a second bite at the cherry,
Yes,
and he accepts that invitation.
leg. Kevin Spiolek.
16 darts, and the outsider takes the first leg against the throw.
Second leg, Kevin to throw first.
Well, that's the maximum at the top of the second leg, and we should say here that Spiolek here has been in sensational form around the boards in his native parts. He did a 9-dart finish. Look at that from Andersen. Spiolek here, as we were saying, has just done a 9-dart finish in Bedworth. Well, we certainly put the mockers on that little prospect. Still, clearly the lad's in form.
$100. 60.
Unable to maintain that pace, Spiolek, 41.60 in the last 2 throws. Andersen trying to psych himself up.
60.
Full house here again at the Rainbow Suites. They've come from all over the world, 28 nations, we remind you. Very interesting to listen to the conversation around the hall.
140.
All kinds of languages and dialects. People ordering beer and finish is quite an interesting prospect.
140. Kevin requires 80.
For the first set. 2 11s now. 57
69.
left, 22.
Bob requires 81.
These are nervous 90s for Andersen. He's living dangerously. And now the bullseye.
56.
You heard the clip yourself.
Kevin requires 11.
3 double 4, surely. Ah, it's got 6. Now 2 2s.
9 scores. Bob requires 25.
And the world number 1 is off the hook. And now 8 left. 2 4s.
Yes,
getting it right eventually.
Bob Andersen. Third leg, Bob to throw first.
Well, Andersen lost the first leg with the darts, so he's back in business now, but he's certainly not playing at his peak.
41.
Far from it. Spiolek here had just a spot of trouble when it counted. Should perhaps come away from that dart. Only
45.
Just maintaining contact with the board. And Andersen beginning to exert his influence. The famous Andersen shotgun finger for the maximum 180 salute.
100. Bob requires 140.
Well, it's a possibility. That's a single 20-second dart.
100. 100. Bob requires 40.
For the set. And now 2 10s.
Kevin requires 116.
It's a chance for the young Cambridgeshire player. Andersen certainly hasn't been as authoritative on his double finish as we have seen. Now 2 18s for the set. Yeah! And he's pulled it out of the fire. Andersen punished for dabbling on doubles.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Second set. First leg, Kevin to throw first. Game on, please.
Well, Master Spiolek here has taken out Michael Gregory, one West Countryman. He possibly do a remarkable double. Andersen was not at his best in that first set. And he won't be rapturous about that opening for the second set.
$100. 60.
Strangely subdued Andersen.
$100. 100. Kevin requires
Spiolek a long way clear. 161 is within range. It is now 51 317s. May have been going for 319s.
83.
Certainly a long way off 317s. Still a cushion in the scoring for the Cambridgeshire lad.
60.
Andersen
Kevin requires
is struggling.
48.
Now 24.
Yes, that's the best leg. Kevin Spiolek.
14 darts, and Bob Andersen, the Limestone Cowboy, has some very
Second
hard
leg,
riding
Bob
to do.
throw first.
He's got to
Game
take
on,
this
please.
leg and the next one to stay alive.
$100.
Single with the second dart.
100. $140. $100.
Spiolek is not giving much away.
$60.
And there certainly is an anxiety about the play of the reigning champion.
$45.
Well, now that is an opportunity for Andersen to gain advantage here in this leg. He must win.
60.
Well, he hasn't really caned him. Down at a shot, Andersen. But it's an off-key Bob at the moment.
$100. Bob requires 141.
If ever he needed one of his big finishes, it's around now. He'll come out.
88. Kevin requires 156.
Two treble 20s would make life very interesting. There's one. There's another one. 2 18s. And Kensington held his breath there. Now Andersen under all kind of pressure. Double top. Daren't miss.
Yes, that's the second leg to Bob Andersen. Third leg, Kevin to throw first. Game on, please.
Well, Andersen has staved off one D-Day, but now he has to do it again because Spiolek here has to dart top of the third and decisive leg. Heavy weather for the reigning champ. The sun's beginning to peep through now.
180.
It looks as though a weight has been lifted from the shoulders of Bob Andersen from Swindon.
81. $100. $100. $100.
180, 100, 100 from Andersen in this leg. Decider of the second set. He's down at a shot. 1-2-1 and could kill in 12 darts.
140.
Spiolek is a real terrier. Got his teeth in again. 1-2-1. 70 now going. Now the ball. What a finish this could be.
96.
Just the wrong side of the wire.
Kevin requires 140.
Well, could Spiolek, who almost stole it on a 1-5-6 finish last time. No, not this time. The trebles elude him.
60. Bob requires 25.
And knows he can't dwell on a double here. 25 going. 16.
Yes, that's the second.
Much more
Bob Andersen.
workman-like attitude to finishing. 14 darts. Andersen takes the second set. We're back at all square.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the